Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, March 20th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi. Happy Astrological New Year. This is the first day of Aries, and our energy mantra for today is Om Bhavam Namah, which is I am absolute existence. And Aries is the sign of I am. And my feeling for Aries, I get a sense like, what are we going to work on? What's going to be my focus? For those of you who like to watch me who resonate with this vibration, what's going to be my focus to help you focus through this time? And the feeling that I get with Aries this time is the rebel energy, which Aries can be kind of a rebel, but I'm getting it in a different sense. So Aries, let's just dig into Aries just for a minute, because the sun is shifting into Aries today, shifting at like 3 something in the morning. 3:29 a.m. Pacific time. So shifting early into Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars energy is that of potentially war. Mars is the god of war. However, I really don't think that vibration is the one that we need to focus on when it comes to Aries. Aries, to me, it's the first of the fire signs. It's the one that dives in. It's head first into everything. Aries actually rules the head. And so, what are the things in life that make us dive in head first? It's the passion. It's the things that we say yes to. And that's the energy that I'd like to focus on as the energy of the rebel. Getting beyond the energy of anger, getting beyond the energy of war, and really coming into our passion. There's a quote out there that says, the world doesn't need more people doing what they ought to. This is Mimi paraphrasing. The world needs people who have come alive into their passion, into their soul fire. And so my feeling is that this focus in Aries will be about liberating ourselves from who we are not. This focus of Aries is rebelling in some sense. But rebelling is not the right exact word, but like leaving behind the cloaks that we've put on that cover that inner fire, that cover that passion. And so this is our opportunity for a new beginning. Now, interestingly, we start at 0 degrees. 0 degrees is a degree of transformation. And what I was picturing with, the sun at 0 degrees today, and then the moon also shifting into a sign today. Moon's going to be shifting into Capricorn, which will be interesting because we're going to have a little bit of that, cardinal square activated again. I told you, we're going to just continue going through this. But anyways, 0 that we're at today, 0 means 0, it can be a space of void. Even though the sun is now into Aries, even though this is a new year, you could end up feeling that 0. What I'm picturing in this void, this place of possibility, is the energy of the phoenix. So the phoenix burns itself up and then comes back to life. The fire of the phoenix, the fire of Aries. So what I imagine as this 0, as this astrological new year, as this first day of Aries, is that space in between the burning down and the coming back to life, the coming up in fire. So this is the space today. How are you going to build yourself in this energy? How do you want to show up in this new beginning? How can you bring forth yourself balanced and true to yourself? Not necessarily rebelling, but leaving behind the constructs, leaving behind the conditioning, leaving behind the projections, leaving behind the control that has kept you from being who you are. Not even who you want to be. It's who you are. Sometimes even who we want to be can be those projections. Sometimes who we think we want to be can be those conditioning. Sometimes who we say we want to be is the control. It's not even who you want to be. It's like tap in deeper. Who are you beneath all that? And coming into that. And that's why the energy mantra today was Om Bhavam Namah. I am absolute existence. You are everything within you. You are the all that is in this fragment, in this fractal that you are. And so it's bringing forth this energy, this space right before you burst into flames as the phoenix and be like, yes, this is who I am. This is how I'm showing up. This is where we're at. And we're moving beyond those projections that we and others have put in place. We're moving beyond the conditioning that we and others have put in place. We are moving beyond the control that we and others put upon ourselves into the full expression of our I am vibration. So, Sun in Aries, that's that. This is going to be a month of action, get ready. But again, listen, because you may find through this time, Aries can be quite fiery. It doesn't want to be held back. If you get that feeling of anger, if you get that feeling of frustration, it's really easy to point the fingers. But ultimately, we are the ones who are in control of our destiny. We are the ones who can make these things happen. Or maybe not make these things happen, but allow our lives to happen, allow our lives to unfold. And so if you are feeling that anger, or that you feel the resistance coming up, like something outside of you is resisting, come within and notice where you can embrace your passion on a higher level, because that's what Aries will allow us to do through this time. So we have, after the sun shifts into Aries, we do have one last connection with the moon in Sagittarius before the moon shifts into Capricorn. So moon in Sagittarius is meeting up with Saturn, of course. How perfect. Moon in Sagittarius, opening up the possibilities, opening up the horizons. Saturn being like, hey, these are what these limitations have been. Saturn's willing and working with you to blow past these restrictions and fire up the passion. This is happening at 27 degrees, which is a 9. 9 is a degree of Aries. 9 is a degree of Mars. And so this energy is just here with Saturn in alignment. My feeling is this is enlightening the shoulds, enlightening them as in lightening up the shoulds that we carry within ourselves and realizing where they aren't serving us and where we can let those inner fires burn through and release the shadow of the shoulds. That would be a good movie, The Shadow of the Shoulds. Okay, so then we have the moon shifting into Capricorn. Wow, that's Mahalo. He doesn't always talk, but when he does, he makes himself known. Okay, moon into Capricorn, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So, moon in Capricorn is going to be squaring the sun newly in Aries. Square is that resistance. Capricorn can attune us to those shoulds. Capricorn may attune us to these energies, the projections, the conditioning. The conditioning card, this is the Capricorn card. And did you hear that little rambunctious thing that just happened behind the computer? That's what Capricorn may do to Aries, or Aries may do to Capricorn. It can be a little bit of a head-butting experience. If you are feeling this, if you're feeling that resistance, if you're feeling that tightening, if you're feeling the stress is a good word for that. Are you feeling the stress of this resistance? Recognize where you may be holding back that passion, where you may be holding back your inner fire. Mahalo doesn't often come on camera. It's very special when he graces you with his divine presence. Anyways, where you may be holding that back. And what I got for this is assign Capricorn a new legacy for this year. Capricorn for so long has been the shooter. It doesn't have to be the shooter anymore. Capricorn in its new vibration is the responder. How am I responding in a way that's true for me? This is where the energy keeps coming back. How are you responding true to you? How are you responding from your I am? How are you responding from your aligned fire? Not from the place of like fireball. Because, the resistance can make you feel that. So pay attention to that. Part of that is getting in alignment and recognizing where you may be that inner controller and releasing the projection of control that you think that you have in this world or on anything, really. Releasing that. That will be a really powerful process for you in this. Release the projection of controlling. Another big piece of this, and another thing that's happening in the astro, is the moon is going to be squaring Venus today as well. So Venus is working retrograde through Aries. This will be at 7 degrees. 7 degrees is like knowing your flow, knowing your light, knowing your divinity, knowing everything is one. So from that place, releasing these conditions that you've put on yourself and knowing your worth. If you're feeling that resistance, you may still be basing your worth on what the world is telling you about yourself. That's this. What we want instead is this. Tune in, turn in, go within, know yourself. Your light cannot be contained. So it's time to release yourself from that conditioning, the conditioning of containment, the conditioning of containing yourself, containing your light, and let your little light shine by coming forth in this way. So Om Bhavam Namah, holding that vibration as you move through the day, as you move through these squares. This is going to build over this next, especially tomorrow, it's going to build through those T-square energies, that we've been going through, the cardinal T-square energies. So you may have to move through a few days through this resistance. Keep attuning to your inner child, inner fire, inner child too. The inner child knows how to attune to the passion. So you can't get to the passion, find the child. The child knows where the passion is. The child's like, yeah, this is fun. Om Bhavam Namah. I am absolute existence, and hold that vibration. So I have an animal card for you, and I have, or not an animal card, archetype card for you as your I am, king, and an animal card. So king, light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, not control, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. It starts with you, being the king of your own world, king, queen, creator. Call in that high-powered energy. Know you are. And then from the animals, because animals are so passionate and primal to me, and they can help us tap into those inner fires, because animals know their inner fires, I've got bee. And what I feel like this is like the good vibrations. Set yourself to work, buzzing along in the things that make you happy. With bee, it can talk about, being active, but it can also talk about being overworked. If you are not having fun in your life, then you're out of balance. If you are not pursuing the things that light up your passion, that light up your fire, you're out of balance. And so B is reminding you to also put that buzz, put your work into lighting yourself up in that manner. Finally, to end, more cat fights. They are feisty. I posted this on my Facebook wall. I'm going to show you some of these cards. Jilly's Room of Peace readings. Jilly is awesome. She does her own drawings. These are some of her drawings. She does beautiful intuitive readings. She has a sale. It's $33. And then as part of it, you get 3 of the cards that she draws for you. I have found these readings to be so beneficial. She is also on the twin path. So if you have twin questions, not like, is this person my twin or anything like that, but like, how can I support myself in getting to union or that kind of thing? Jilly may be your person to help support you in that. It's posted on my Facebook page. I will also post her email, which you can send the PayPal payment to. It's $33. They're such good supportive readings, and I personally put these cards on my altar to remind me to hold these energies. Look at this one. Free. Let the wind blow free. Let yourself be free. This is Aries. Be free. Be that free fire. So that's it for today. If you have any questions about that, you can always email me as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.